come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Harden. Paul. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul with the basketball. His team up by 1. To James. To Ball. Short jumper stays out.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
And finishes strong.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Offensive rebound, cleans the offensive glass. Another follow, still no good. Harden in possession, leads 1. Curling inside. No good, and no foul. Lonzo with it, looking to make something happen. James to Kyle Kuzma. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that in 2007, every play is a dunk. Now, it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Lakers ball. James to Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Doesn't get the bounce.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967, was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Paul with it up top. Leads just a point. Harden to Paul. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Ball. Capella to Anthony. JaVale McGee sends it away. Second block in this quarter.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Paul. To P.J. Tucker. Anthony. He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
McGee powers it through.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Hall into the front court. Down a point. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
5 on the shot clock. Chance for Chris Paul. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Gordon with it. 10-6 our score. Anthony to Paul. Has a look. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 3 for 6 now.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career.
Wow. Caldwell Pope to James. Down to 5 on the 24. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
LeBron into the front court. The score 10-8. To Ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's James. LeBron James. He's 3 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Paul. Down low, Capella. Flushes it home.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, each won just 1 with the Lakers. Elgin Baylor didn't win any. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans because when you see the likes of Kobe or Michael Jordan, they won all their championships in the same city. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in, number 42,
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
What happened is he didn't bounce himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Here's CP3. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To James. LeBron James, now 4 for 9. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds. With the agilities of a guard, he can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Paul. Trying to cash in. Hauled in by James. To Caldwell Pope. Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs spit, and that's the game.
New blood coming in for both sides. LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Off the mark on his free throw. Paul into the front court, down 4. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Los Angeles has the basketball. James. The monster stuff. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming. To Carter Williams. Rondo clears the rebound. Rondo into the front court. Up 6. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James wants it. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Paul. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47, but that was before the King headed out west. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50.
If you don't get over 50, if you're the Lakers, are you still in the playoffs?
I think the Lakers will probably be a 6th seed. Yes, they will be in the playoffs this year.
Nothing going here on that drive. James to Ball. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Mike D'Antoni will use the timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 1, Kentavious
Ball.
Into the game.
Oh, he had it.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
James. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Now Paul with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Rockets have the steal. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. A lot of contact. No whistle.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
LeBron into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Inside, he scores.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Paul. Screen coming. To Paul. Curling inside. Paul driving, but he can't connect.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Caldwell Pope. Short jumper off the mark. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively. You can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in. Boom. Switch turned on.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 7, JaVale McGee.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Rockets ball. Chance for Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Gets it in the right corner. Ball. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball across the timeline. Trailing by 10. There will be no shortage of shots for Carmelo Anthony in Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with two pass-first type PGs in James Harden and CP3, who averaged a combined 12.5, 13 assists last year, will open up the floor extensively for Carmelo to knock down those jump shots.
Shot clock to 4 for Houston. And the basket good at the rim.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
James. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
On your right.
To Paul. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. It's Paul for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. Lonzo Ball with the rock. JaVale McGee takes stock of the floor. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Brandon Ingram able to recover with the block. Second block in this quarter. Ball with it up top. His team leads it by 10. To James. Baseline drop.
Oh! Out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Ball into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Caldwell Pope to Ball. Has a look. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for
Anthony to Harden.
number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Trying to cash in. Anthony, a shot. No good. To Ball. Lets it fly from long range. Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Who left in Houston? Luc Mbah a Moute to the Clippers, Trevor Ariza to Phoenix. So, Jay, how do the Rockets adapt without 2 key wing defenders this year?
Well, other guys need to step up. I think you need to see P.J. Tucker step up. Gerald Green, we all know how explosive he is offensively, but he needs to make that applicable to the defensive end. Michael Carter-Williams is another big acquisition. He's a bigger guard who can use his length to deter shots. And also another kid, Markel Brown. He played at Oklahoma State. Extremely athletic, explosive on the perimeter. If these guys can do it by committee, that might be enough to eclipse the Golden State Warriors.
To Kyle Kuzma. Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Ball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Tucker. To Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. With James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on you.
Houston takes over. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Anthony. Fine to shoot. Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 23, LeBron James. Into the game for the Rockets. Number 3, Chris Paul.
Harden buries it. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Probing the defense. Curling inside. JaVale McGee swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Defense, let's go.
Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
And scores. Strong take.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. Ball to James. Caldwell Pope. That no good, off the mark. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Missed it at the line. Jay, last year, Rockets 65-17. Good for #1 record in the West. What's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Boy, you need CP3 to be healthy. If he's healthy, you can make an argument that the Rockets may have won the Western Conference Finals. Like, it needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Everybody knows about how great he was during the regular season, but those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the 3-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
No good. That's great defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Caldwell Pope to James. Kicks it outside. Has a chance. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. It's Harden. Brings the ball up. From the painted area. Won't go down. To Ball. James.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Deep right corner. To Ball. Shot clock winding down. Ball. Has a look. And he buries it.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Gordon with it. Down a dozen. To Anthony. Harden. To Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Ball with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. James to Ball. And the reward, he is going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's his first.
Lonzo Ball at the line. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Harden in possession. Under a minute to go before halftime. For 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Lonzo with it. Lead stands at 10. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. James. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Harden into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Oh, Lonzo Ball. Now 3 for 9.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here.
The Lakers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets are still very much in this matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game. and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
LeBron James did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
And now Houston has the basketball. To Harden. Capella, deep left corner. The drive, right to the basket. Here comes the screen. To Anthony. Harden. Anthony. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Shot from the lane won't go.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line, keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To James. It's a big finish.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Harden has it up the floor. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Now 4 for 9. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. He's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
Anthony to Harden. LeBron James.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Anthony to Harden. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Rockets have the ball. Harden to Anthony. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Harden with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. And a putback slam.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was those natural-born leaders or guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To James. Caldwell Pope to James. Caldwell Pope. That won't go. Tucker. To Harden. Wide open look, won't go. James into the front court. Leads 3. Trying to cash in. LeBron shot, that's no good. Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. LeBron James sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7, JaVale McGee.
Anthony, the pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Lonzo controls the offense. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Paul with it up top. His team up by 1. Sizing up the defense. Anthony gets a look. Can't hit. Caldwell Pope to Ball. And stuffs it home.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Nothing going here on that drive. And draws the foul.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Carmelo Anthony at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
For LA, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
And gets both to drop at the line. Los Angeles, they have it. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Kyle Kuzma. A pass taken away by the Rockets. JaVale McGee.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
LeBron with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. Rockets have it. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Kuzma to James. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down.
Number 10, Eric Gordon. Stepping in for the Lakers, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Houston with the basketball. Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. James to Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. Shot by Kuzma, no good.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
To Anthony. Able to convert inside.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. LeBron into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Kyle Kuzma. Ball. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Ball to James. Fires the three. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Ball to James. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Surveys the floor. Anthony to Paul. Anthony. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. You've got to get that one to go. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 42, Nene.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Chris Paul trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Lakers at the controls right now. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Leads 4 to James. Screen coming. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Beasley.
Big pick right there.
To James. Rockets come up with it, and they retain the possession. JaVale McGee, huge block. Ooh, 5 now. Clint Capella, he's now shooting 5 for 7.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
James. Driving right to the basket. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Screen coming. Paul. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Caldwell Pope. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Trying to cash in. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Carter Williams. Add 2 points to the board.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Has a chance. Step back jumper.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way with the Rockets in front. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Inside, he scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. JaVale McGee. Just not going down. Harden. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Lakers ball. Knocked loose. A shot no good there for Ingram.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Paul. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Paul. Now that's a contest. Rondo with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. It's Gordon with the rebound. Paul into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Oh, had him going there for a second. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Rondo into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Caldwell Pope.
Hey, kick me the ball.
Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball. Into the game for Houston. Number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
Paul. Shot shot from the lane won't go. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Chris Paul at the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Ball brings the rock up court. And a nice finish at the rim.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Now Paul with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Anthony for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Ball with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Paul. Here comes the screen. Anthony. And McGee there for the rebound. To Beasley. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Paul. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Ball. To Beasley. From the painted area, won't go down. Gordon with it. Up 5. To Anthony. The drive, right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shots and thinking pass second, score first.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Lonzo Ball at the line. Oops, he missed the first one.
Houston, number 13, James Harden. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 20.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Harden in possession, up by 6. Tucker gets it down to Capella. Big finish at the rim. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Ball comes the screen. It's LeBron. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
The shot no good by Harden. Ball into the front court. The deficit is 6. And the Lakers have the rebound. Kuzma to Ball. A shot rejected by Capella.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
It's Rockets ball. Anthony to Paul. Trying to cash in. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in 3-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a 2-point shot relevant these days.
Caldwell Pope to James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Lonzo Ball. And it's Capella with the rebound. Count the basket inside.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
Harden in possession. His team leads it by 10. To Anthony. Here comes the screen. Paul to Harden. Has a chance. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Kyle Kuzma from long range. Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Kyle Kuzma with a chance at a 4-point play. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Oh, he can't connect. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Harden. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest. Sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked in 95% when he has the ball in his hands. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
Chance for Chris Paul. Oh, straight down the middle for 2. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Now it's Harden at the controls. To Capella. Paul to Harden. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Hart to James. Baseline drive. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. The follow won't go either. Harden into the front court. Lead stands at 10. JaVale McGee with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight. To Caldwell Pope.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nene to P.J. Tucker.
1 minute remaining in the fourth.
It was right there. Caldwell Pope to James. Here comes the screen. Chance for LeBron James. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. To Capella. Across the timeline comes James. His guys trail by 10. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets took this down to the wire before getting the win.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Lakers
just couldn't close this one out.
When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Chris Paul
Played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.